Poland moved Armani away from Bologna. Clearly the pressure was too much for them to handle. I like that. Just looking at this as well, universities are currently worth 8 science each. So rushing universities in this game is probably not a bad move. That is a path through apprenticeship, isn't it? Yeah, I will do that as soon as I can. We'll also get a trader out because with Venice, as you can see, there's some really good routes and I might be able to put a road all the way through to Hungary. All right. Suddenly Poland has gone up to +6 scientist points. They were on +1 last turn. What have you done? Like, how is that possible? Probably a government card, but that's mad how much that's gone up so quickly. Government Plaza, Diplomatic Quarter, and yep, they don't have anything. Oh no, they do. They've got Oracle. All right, they might put a campus in Krakow. That'll be why. That'll be why. But we figured it out. Don't worry. I figured it out eventually. Now, yeah, okay, right. So that's sort of semi-decent a road. That's what I mean about traders. Sometimes it just goes, oh, you want this over the sea, don't you? It's like, no, I don't necessarily want that over the sea. Let's set this road up now because that's going to be a very useful road later into the game. Now we'll get the government plaza down. Here's the library, by the way. Another 4 science, another 2 great people points per turn. I want to absolutely monster these scientists. I know Poland is going for them. I know it's annoying, but we want to do this as soon as we can. What is the bonus mathematics? 3 different specialty districts. I think we're going to end up doing that. It's annoying. This guy is actually not very handy for us at all, but he gives us the bonus to universities, so I can't be too slow with him. There's a barb camp. Right, down you go. That's worth 300 gold. Amazing. Venice has been taken. Venice is the one that, to be honest, is not very good for me, but it has taken a bit of gold per turn out of my trade route. Venice did have 2 luxuries. Do I try and fight for Venice? Who even is it? Hungary. Yeah, I'm tempted just to remove Venice, to be honest with you. Could be a conquering target. I'll leave money in there briefly. If not, I'm just going to bring her back to Bologna and hold on to that city-state because that one is like really essential for my plans. It's Greece. Looks like it might be Gorgo, Greece. Yeah, Greece is always a bit of a problem because Greece puts a lot of loyalty pressure on the south tip of Italy. So we do want to settle down here as quick as we can. There's double coffee with olive settle and some horses. A lot of good stuff here. So we don't want this to go unopposed. Byzantium now has the government plaza. Good start. A good start. Now we go for the ancestral hall and then we can start to really spit settlers out fast. Let's go currency, then into apprenticeship, then mathematics. I guess there's no point holding on. Yeah, we might as well just go for it. Celestial navigation, mathematics, engineering. Actually, if we lose this guy, that's probably not bad. I'd rather have Hypatia. Magnus wants surplus logistics and provision. So whether or not I put Pingala into flower power in that time probably is worth it. Apprenticeship boosted. Okay, we've just cleared the way to a quick education. That's amazing. I like it. Hello, Gaul. Galling to have met you as a Roman, but I need to know where my enemies are. I think I am going to go for Pingala. I'm going to set you up in flower power. Start getting a lot of extra science. When the ancestral hall finishes, then we'll use that governor to give Magnus the promotion provision, which lets us basically make as many beautiful settlers as we could ever want. Gaul doesn't like us, strangely. Funny that. Wonder why. I wonder why. Romans and people from Gaul not getting on. Crazy. Big campus finished. Mr. Fancy Sweatpants is looking lovely. We get the library going. No, I'm going to get the builders. We've got a marble that can be improved. Things that can get chopped out. I need to make walls. I need to make water mills. There's a whole bunch of stuff that needs improving. Actually, open borders? No, you really don't want open borders. Fine, I'm going to have to slip past you. Gorgo, honored to meet you. Gorgo is someone I would love to have open borders from. 12 gold is worth it because otherwise I'm going to be trapped in my peninsula. We need to get past. Look, Gaul doesn't like me. Funny. It's funny how that always happens, isn't it? Oh, I've got some spare sugar. It's not worth a huge amount on the market, but it is worth enough to buy me my next library. Bam, up to 41 science per turn, and that will push me towards about 12 scientist points per turn. Amazing. Amazing stuff. Let's get apprenticeship first, because that puts me into the medieval era, but also gives all of my mines +1 production. I don't have many, but I do have a few, and I'm going to be getting more soon. There's recorded history, which will give me a big jump in science. This will make the world hate me, but there are settlers in the sea and I can bring them back immediately and stop Greece from settling over towards me. I mean, I'm sorry, but it has to be done. I'm sorry. It's only whether or not, am I going to get kicked out of their borders? I did, but luckily I was only kicked to the side. So there you go. There's a lot of units, but it doesn't appear to be many galleys. So hopefully we can run back quickly. I might regret that because, as I say, I've generated a bunch of grievances from that. The world is now going to denounce me. Like, the world will denounce me. I'm also going to use visibility rules a little bit here. What I'm going to try and do is move my galley out of the range of land, but somewhere that I can see. And that will mean that if they bring this settler into the sea, I can go and nab that one as well. You have to be able to just move inexplicably, randomly. Come on, into the sea you go. Barb camp, very timely. Oh, no, it didn't kill it. That's unfortunate. Tell you what I should have done, actually. I should have gone around to see if anybody else wanted to join in on this war. Poland's the only other person that knows Gorgo, but yes. Okay, this actually will help relations. I might have a Polish friend. A Rome-Poland alliance? Why not? The Holy Roman Empire. How dare you lay claim to the throne of Rome? Here you are. Good to meet you anyway. Remember, I am still exploring. It's open borders, just so I know I can get through later. So whilst this settler runs back home, this galley is just gonna have a little bit of a peek. Yep, just as I thought. I'm gonna chase you down. You just moved in that direction. If only there wasn't zone of control, I would have been able to just rush around there and grab it. One settler's good. Even if we only take one settler from this war, that's all we needed, really. So Poland did grab the last scientist, but it's fine because its Hypatia is the one I want. Eureka moment for 3 random technologies from classical or medieval era. This is really genuinely quite good. Iron mine, I'm not going to be able to do that. 2 galleys, I probably would. Watermill, minor resource, ancient walls. There are some really easy ones. I'm actually going to not use you for now. We'll save you for later because there's some easy stuff I can just polish off. I'm also just going to lurk around and start attacking warriors, only to level up. Yeah, everyone's denouncing me. A risky move. I'm going to see later on in this game whether one settler was worth breaking down all relations with the AI. People say, oh, Asa, your game was really like cheesy because you grabbed a settler and it always happens. You never quite get to play it without doing that sort of thing. But this is the thing you got to remember. The relations with the AI have been severed quite badly by doing that. So it's not like there is no repercussion from that move. We'll see. We'll see whether or not I pay off with it later. Bam. 320 gold. Amazing stuff. I might save that gold, for a lighthouse. Or we can buy 2 monuments. 2 monuments isn't a bad idea as well. Save it for the settler. Settler seems like a waste. I'll save the money just for a bit. But we like killing barb camps. It gets us so much gold. City number 4. Glorious. Settled right on top of coffee, which is apt because it's overseen by Dr. Bobby. Anyone still trading with me? You know what? France still trades with me even though she's denounced me. Oh, that's so underhand. I love it. I won't tell anybody if you don't. Could have waited 3 turns. That would have been the sensible thing, but I'm just convinced Greece was going to appear. Yeah, it was an abundance of caution. I'm going to buy the builder because the builder will probably make his money back with the coffee improvement and we'll get the harbor going. I'm going to really focus on economy outside of Byzantium now. Byzantium's all about the settlers. Everyone else is going to be balancing science and gold. It's fine. It'll work as a strategy. Probably. Level 2. You see, look, 2 promotions from killing barbs. That's what it's all about. Playing Caesar. I'm very tempted to go for a bit of a naval rush on Greece, to be honest with you. It is very tempting to just start building galleys and then rush the caravels, but we'll assume that walls are going to appear at some point. So we probably need frigates as well. So NITA. Getting sucked into an early war can be really detrimental. To be honest with you, even waiting until metal casting for 500 gold every time we kill a city, that could be worth it. Preslav, keep an eye on that one. Oh, Venice is back. Venice is back. I don't know why Venice is back. Someone probably moved Armani away. Universities. Soon. And marble as well. Oh, delicious. Here's the source of coffee. Another 5 gold per turn from somebody who has denounced me. Like 100 gold. I'm going to wait. Someone's probably going to buy that in a bit. Bologna has been taken again. Who's this? Hungary. Hungary's a real problem because if Hungary gets hold of Bologna, he can levy them and get 2 envoys. And at that point, they're just going to be impossible to hold. They're worth 3 scientist points per turn. They're so important for my strategy. Yeah, look at that. 12 down to 9. No. I want you back. I want you you back for good. Urban planning is useful, but natural philosophy is more useful. Builders are useful, but colonization is even more useful. Let's flip these over. Byzantium will start to spit settlers out very soon. That's a 3 governor. So Pingala connoisseur. Well, bam, my yield 60 science, 26 culture, not bad. Let's head to military training and veterancy. I had to build my harbors up a little quicker. The settler. Oh, they're tempted. AI is still wanting to put the settler into the sea. That is a quadrireme, mate. Okay, fair play. You've actually brought a boat to this party now. I might need a bigger navy than just a single boat. Is that a navy? What's the singular of navy? Because I've only got one boat. I don't know. But whatever it is, it's not very impressive. 3 era score for a +4 harbor. That's also giving me a nice +4 science per turn because of my golden age. Excellent. And we've got the scientist who gives a 3 library, as well as giving all libraries +1 science per turn. Now, I don't have another campus to put this down. So the question is, do I wait to get the 3 library, or do we go for the 3 science per turn? I don't think waiting is going to really be worth it. Might just use it. I've only got 65 science per turn. I'll wait until a campus appears. I will wait for the campus, and my coffee can be sold, which now means that I can buy the lighthouse, which actually takes the housing on flower power from 7 all the way to 10, because the lighthouse gives 1, and then it gives a bonus 2 because the city center is on the coast. Amazing combo. Now, suddenly, trade routes are available again. We can get another gold route that gives 11 per turn, or we can start getting 3-2-2 routes if I internally trade. Could start flooding production into Byzantium to get settlers out faster, or we can just go for more gold to get our universities done. I don't know. We shall see. Bam, era score for working this volcano land next to Vesuvius with 6 production on that tile. Lovely. And this quadrireme is a nice nightmare. I'm going to bring you to there, and then I can hide back in Dr. Bobby's port. I'll just sort of do a little bit of damage just to give him a bit of a nosebleed on the way out. Now, Byzantium has provision. I'm not going to lose population as I make settlers. Yep. Okay, fine. You've made your point. This little naval battle is doing you good. Gaul has declared war on Germany. Love to see it. Germany has 2,600 military strength, so I don't really know what you see in this war, Gaul, but I predict you're going to regret that. Okay, let's retreat the boat. We've gone back to port. It's all lovely. We're going to be peace range very soon, hopefully. Another unmet city-state has been defeated. No! So Venice is worth about 4 gold per turn on my trade routes. So not having Venice is pushing me to wanting to do internal trade routes, which is kind of against my normal route. But Rome does make them pretty good. Ancient walls are done. And I'm actually going to do a quite strange thing by making a +0 industrial zone. But it will be really good once these baths are built. The main thing is to get the workshop down to start generating engineering points. I might as well really use Bologna as much as I can. Whoa. Gorgo's just taken hold of Venice. All right, that's not good. That's not good at all. Bologna will hold the line for me. None of these warriors should get through. Venice doesn't have anything lootable on the coast. Normally, if there's a good harbor, we can get stuck into that. But no, city-states, you don't need to fight amongst yourselves. What's going on? Well, if anything, that teaches me that I was thinking, do I or don't I move Armani? You're going to go to Bologna. Let's just hold down the one city-state really, really hard. We'll jump to wheel as well. I'm just juggling different techs at the moment to make sure that I'm getting all the boosts. So wheel is now boosted. We can go through to engineering to get the bath. This will unlock the watermill, which will let me boost construction. We're trying to get as many boosts as we can before the end of the classical era, because we're currently getting 50% boosts, which makes a big difference. So we are now about to start on my beautiful wave of settlers. Where do we settle? I think we want to go for our really meaty campuses. So let's start with this one. Then we'll start spreading out a little bit more. Maybe a city down here. Finally, we'll start heading into the Alps. Right now, Venice is making that a little tricky. 10 turns. Okay, I really want another golden age to see what we can do. Looks like there's another build-up. Maybe we can capture another settler before the war ends with Greece, which hopefully I should be able to stop in a second, assuming the AI actually wants peace today. It can often be a little bit funny about these sort of things. It's like, no, now we're at war. I want nothing but war forever. And you're like, all right, fine. Don't be like that. Please don't be like that. Oh, yep, you're being like that. Okay. Watermill. Bam. It just gives me the construction boost. Lining up these techs as quick as we can. Gee, how many boosts are we now on? Iron mine, galleys are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've still got a few. That's okay. So it's still worth holding on to my scientist for now. Poland has gone for Hungary. Oh my lord. Wars everywhere. I love it. it. You love to see the chaos. You really do. Stop the industrial zone briefly so that I can chop out a 1-turn bath. And that just makes this slightly better. I can't get the era score for finishing that industrial zone annoyingly. A bunch of these baths can now be put down for a huge amount of extra happiness. The era score from the bath. The bath was no accident. I was like that phrasing. Are these 2 scientist points per turn really giving me much at the moment? Kind of. I'm not a huge fan of the medic scientist, to be honest with you. Hildegard's not useful though. And Omar, I don't believe he's going to give me much either. A bunch of inspirations and stuff. Okay, he would be quite good. I don't know. We'll have a look. I'd like to unlock trebuchets and niter though. These are things that will help me go to war if I need to. Greece will take peace for a little bit of gold. I think that's probably a fair exchange, given the fact that I took a city from her. Yeah, that's all right. We'll return to Corinth later with a bigger army, with a better army. These Venice and Bologna are now at peace again. Someone took Bologna again. Don't worry, Armani is literally just about to reappear. There you go. It's back. Huzzah to that. And this is city number 5. Welcome, Wolfman. I think I'm going to rush this campus as soon as I can, because as soon as the campus is done, then we can use my unique scientist. So we're going to chop with that builder, get it finished as soon as possible. England and France are beginning to settle a little bit close in this direction. Oh, that's a long diversion. Wow. Okay, no, don't go that way round. I need shipbuilding as soon as I can. Go and settle here. We're going to finish the bath in Byzantium as soon as possible. Then, yeah, own 2 galleys. I probably should have a second galley thinking of it. Although this is going to slow down that process just a bit. Clear the build queue, chop out the 54 production. You need 3 chops normally to get a district down. So we'll go over there, then we'll chop, and then we'll chop. Rumor has it that Germany has conquered Maine. So that's one of your cities. What's going on? No one knows. No one knows. I am coming up very short on era score though. I don't see a way that I'm going to get a golden age in the next era, which is a bit of a shame. Unless I meet a ton of people now. There are loads of barbs on Sicily. Good to know. The more I think about this game, the more I realize that having a strong navy is going to be key to owning the Mediterranean. Land army. I mean, Legion? What are Legion good for? Absolutely nothing, if you ask me. What did the Romans ever do for us? Dido, natural enemy of Rome. And I did make sure that Carthage is where Carthage should be. Don't worry. We've met the Byrene, but hopefully we can get some uneasy trade for a second or two, because I want to get this galley boost before shipbuilding finishes. Can you believe these barbs, Dido? Just on our borders like this. Terrible. Go on, people. Buy stuff from me. Please. Open borders? Nobody wants to trade open borders either. I can just trade them flat with Dido. There's Valletta, who's useful for faith purchasing. I don't have a lot of faith, but could be pretty handy. Send you down here. Maybe we'll find Egypt. Oh, Poland. Why? Why do this to me? I mean, there's no way I'd get out of there alive, but it's another 3 settler. Fine. I'm going to do what I try and avoid doing. Trade gold per turn. I think I need 60, right? So we'll trade it with Poland. That means that I can get my second galley, which means that I've got that boost. We can progress like that. In fact, how many turns have I got left? 4 turns. Am I going to get feudalism, a government, 3 archers, spearmen, classical era wonder? I'm not going to do any of that. So this is the perfect time to use my saved scientist. Bam. Ironworking. That's a bad boost, but at least it gives me some overflow. Then stirrups boosted, buttress boosted. Actually, buttress is a good one. I assume, by the way, we also have no niter. I seem to remember this was the problem with this map before, as I just was so desperately unlucky. Yeah, there's some underneath the English capital, and Gaul has some, but that's all of the niter. We're going to have to really keep exploring. Niter will be on this map, but it is not easy. Okay, so a musket or man-at-arms rush, or even a frigate rush is not looking particularly useful. Maybe we just keep teching them. I don't know what the correct answer is, but just tech. I unlock the shipyard as soon as I can as well, because that will give Flower Power some severe production, as will Dr. Bobby. Shipbuilding actually means we can probably go and try and settle over here and just claim this bit of the Alps. That would be good. Will the road get all the way here? I think it probably will connect up to Bologna, won't it? It's one of the most important bits. Pyramids has been built, by the way. Menacing Temple has been built. There's a lot of stuff that's been built. Do I want the medic? I think the medic would be useful. useful for at least a little bit, but I'm tempted to just use him, get the passive healing rather than having him as an actual medic. Yeah, let's just use him. Military tactics boosted. Hey, actually need that to get to mass production, so that's pretty cool. Wolfman, keep chopping. Yes, so close. Actually, we'll double up. Instead of chopping this one, I'm going to put a lumber mill on it. -6. Oh, that's bad. Fine, I think I have to settle this one first. Machinery boosted. Wow, don't need 3 archers. It's getting worse by the turn. But defensive tactics gives us another governor. Do we go for a bit more science or do we go for surplus logistics? I'm just working on my trade route now. Currently, my capital route is worth 3 food, 2 production. It could be worth 5 food, which would help the new cities to get off the mark. But it's like, is Dr. Bobby going to benefit from that? Which is the overall benefit to me? Which is the best option? I think an 11 gold route, you know, Dr. Bobby to Hungary, 11 gold per turn, probably more useful. So because of that, Pingala gets a researcher instead. Just add up the extra science. That takes us to 80 per turn. Nobody's hit 100. Am I going to be the first? Will I be the first to 100 per turn? We'll find out. Next up, feudalism. With every bath I build, my empire gets happier and happier. 26 turn industrial zone. My lord, flower power, you have no production, do you? Never mind. Just work on it. After that, you will have production. This settler, this Polish settler, is being an absolute pain because I can't get through, so my warrior is going to have to do like a huge beeline through the Alps in order to explore anything, which is kind of, I guess, what the AI is probably going for. City number 6, Bimothy. Bimothy has a source of horse, but I think otherwise makes sense to beeline a harbor. It's a nice +4. We're not going to hit the golden age, unfortunately, but harbors still help. Very much do they still help. And as we go into the next age and realize that the Great Bath has been built, well, I've got regular baths, okay? I don't need the Great Bath. I've got the Roman Bath. It's a classic. We can check in economically and see how we are holding up to the rest of the game. I am on 6 cities and 24 population. England is 7 and 33. Spain 6 and 22. France is doing unbelievably with 10 and 50. Wow. 10 and 57 for Hungary. 7 and 36 for Poland. 9 and 47 for Gaul. 7 and 28 for Greece. 9 and 51 for Germany. And 6 and 22 for Phoenicia. So yeah, I thought I was doing better than that. Never mind. Exodus, rubbish. Monumentality, rubbish. It's either going to be Penbrush and Voice or Free Inquiry. I think we're going to be putting a lot of buildings with science down because this is going to be the era that I put the universities down. So we'll get era score that way. Speaking of the lumber mill, there you go. Era score immediately. Oh, and I realized we can get an envoy of the letter if we wanted to. I would explore a bit of the map. I think gold is good. I'm going to focus on gold a little bit. And the reason for that is that gold buys universities. And I like universities. Speaking of, I can actually build this one out. Do I want to rush the workshop for engineering points? I do. We'll go workshop into university in Mr. Fancy Sweatpants, but you've got a lot of production. It's really flower power is the city I need to buy the university into. World Congress. Melee troops more powerful, just in case. And let's go double scientists. I like scientists. Soon to be generating even more of them than normal. Double general points. No one's really gone for those yet. I was going to go for them, and then my idea for an early war kind of went out the window when I had no strategics whatsoever. But hey, look, what are you going to do? It's fine. Now watch for science. I'm on 76. This campus will finish for a +10 because it's 5 and doubled. Then we'll get a library, which is worth 4, but +1. That's an extra 5. And then I'll get more libraries, 6, 7, 8. So 18 science and then +20%. It's about 22. I reckon we'll be on about 97 to 98 science per term once I'm done. Let's see if my calculations are right. So we go, bam. What did I reckon? 97 to 98? 98 science. Goodness me, I am brilliant. So there we go. We finished the campus and put the library immediately down. Oh, it is glorious. And a fleet out of the military naval unit is just amazing. Perfect. So we're going to go and use that admiral to do a bit of scouting, although we won't do much scouting with that barb around. Speaking of, any barbarian outposts that I need to know about near me? Nope, just over there. No worries. It's all fine. So many Phoenician settlers. Oh, if only I could just run a horseman into the sea and kidnap them all. That would be brilliant. Rome coveting Phoenician land? What is this? There's never been a war between Rome and Carthage, as far as I'm aware. 2 eternally peaceful nations, yes. Do you remember my crazy plan for making sure that I didn't have my cities too close to each other? Well, I've been thinking about it, and in order to deal with this loyalty pressure, I've changed my mind. Don't judge me too much, all right? I'm just doing what I can. Mausoleum has been built. Boo! That's a proper Roman holiday AI thing. It prioritizes it quite heavily. No matter. It's fine. Right, I have a galley now, Mr. Barb. I'm not going to allow you to keep killing my city. Gaul is going to settle the Alps. You're going to regret doing that. That's not a city you're going to hold. Here are the Ottomans, another pretender to the throne of Rome. Pamukkale, such a good settle. I honestly think of all the TSL starts and all of the maps, the Ottoman start on this map is just, oh, it's wonderful. You want to be friends? All of my cities are pretty loyal. Send you a delegation. I'm going to start actually working on people. I do need to build up friendship, at least some people. You're at war with Greece. You're at war with Hungary. Does a Polish friendship actually help me? I can't trade with you. I'm looking for people that Visselbanken will work with. Ironically, Gorgo would have been a good candidate, but we can't let Gorgo survive. I'm actually second in tech. That's unbelievable. I mean, it's all that my nation can do. We focus so hard on tech that I don't really have much of an economy or industry to speak of, but that's awesome. The Renaissance era, mass production. I really want a shipyard in flour powder because that will more than double the production. I'm going to save that because that is expensive. I'm thinking the secret to this is early industrialization. We're going to actually rush this as quick as we can. Flour power will get an industrial zone. Byzantium's going to build one. I've kind of given up on the idea of a quick encampment. Doesn't really do much for me. Maybe Liang into one of these cities to be able to print some nice 6-charge builders to help get this up. The thing is, I've got the science. The science is looking really good. I've got 6 cities. This is a good, solid foundation. This is a lot to work with. I've got plenty of land to settle into as well. We don't need to spring into early war. Once we do, the gold we get from war is going to be absolutely crazy. We don't need to rush it, you know? Hungary's got more cities. It's up to 11 now. That's mad. Loads of barbarians swarming around Sardinia. Oh dear. Knights are over here in Greece. That doesn't help at all. Spain, your scout is on my sugar. Off you get. No, Spain. That's the worst city. That is the worst city. What is that? Oh, this is the problem. This is the problem when you leave it too long. This sort of stuff happens. Fine, I'm going to have to go and settle that deer, but this, the good thing is it's not really my loyalty doing this. It's mainly France. So that is liberation territory. We could go and liberate that and farm a bunch of Diplo favor, but I'm not sure that's necessarily worth it. I don't know. All I know is it's very, very annoying. I still don't have any iron. It means I can't make a land army because I can't go and make man-at-arms, which is really annoying. Someone is actually selling iron now. Okay, Gaul is selling iron. Oh, tempting. It's tempting. I could levy Bologna and do it though. That would give me so much Diplo favor. I think Bologna might be the tactic. Anyway, serfdom. In you go. Big, chunky builders. Thank you. Like Gaul's gonna come into this party. I'm chasing their settler down. Fine. Everyone settle in this area. No Byzantium in this game, seemingly. It's probably for the best. We really don't want there to be too many Romes. Too many Romes spoils the broth. That's what they say. Here you go, flower power. A university, and that's 109 science by turn 95. We made 100 by 100. Cartography. That is a caravel. And I wouldn't need much more than a caravel to do some serious damage against Greece if ever we really fancied it. Eleanor of Aquitaine is actually also willing to be a friend, which is tempting because war in this area is an absolute nightmare. I'm more likely to have success around Greece. So let's make a friendship. We can make a cultural alliance in a few turns with Eleanor to stop the Court of Love from just creeping into my empire, which I really like. That's a fun strategy. Still can't believe Cordoba. I mean, what a joke. What an absolute joke that is. There aren't any luxuries to pick up on a bunch of these settles. Luxuries make the settles so much better. Bunch of forest, I guess, is kind of the next best thing, so we'll go and grab that. Georgia. Hello, honored to meet you. Constantinople. Byzantium was in the game. Oh, we've got a mission. We have to go and claim Byzantium as our own. Unify the 2 parts of the Roman Empire. Gaul has actually conquered Trier. Wow. Okay, so Gaul is having success against Germany. That is genuinely quite unexpected. Fair play. Fair play. City number 7. Death Wall. That seems quite apt. That seems quite apt. Am I right in seeing this? Yeah, another +5 campus. That's good. The harbor is good as well, but I feel like the campus would make this city just quite effective from day one. Although going Bath into industrial zone means that then we'd have actual production in the city. So, I don't know. We'll build up some tags as if we know what we're doing. Yeah, let's go for the campus first. Normally I'd try and open with the harbor, but the city's going to take a while to come online anyway. Savia, my old enemy. Honored to meet you. Yep, exchange information on capitals. Yep, we'll come back to you later. I keep saying I'm going to save my money, and I keep thinking about doing things now. I'm going to save my money on Bologna here. Bologna into liberating Cordoba. I think it's going to flip anyway. Even if my loyalty has nothing to do with it, I don't think that's surviving. Wait, my cities are beautiful. Hey, don't be like that. We're supposed to be friends. I was just about getting a lovely internal trade route back to Byzantium, and then I realized, there's a barbed boat there and it's going to kill it immediately. That's no fun. Don't do that. No. Fine. We'll send this from somewhere else. Go from Dr. Bobby instead. Stop stealing the edge of my continent. Goodness me. So rude. So rude. Jadwiga is just behind me on envoys. Cannot let Bologna fall. So I'll just put my extra one in there and then we'll levy, which actually hopefully will get Hungary to like us. Hungarian ally is genuinely somebody I could trade with. But now all of these swordsmen are ready to go and we're going to go and attack Cordoba once it flips, which will happen in 2 turns time. See, I knew he'd like it. All right, and now we start to go forward, which is brilliant because I've actually got siege weapons as well. You really didn't need to provide all these for me, but I'll take them. Yeah, I think internal routes are definitely for the win here. We'll start to improve Magnus in a second. Dr. Bobby, I need you at full strength. I need you working hard. I need you on point. The campus is not great, but there's a good industrial zone I'm sure you can make. That'll be a nice +3. Yeah, we'll claim that in a bit. I think there's a bunch of city-states over here. Yep, Granada and Fez. Granada is not protected well at all. Interesting. Fez has a lot of more science in it if I can get some envoys there. So there goes Cordoba. It's going to flip to France, so we have to move quickly, which is going to be difficult because this whole area is absolutely full of random enemy troops. Oh, hello, Gaul. Hello, Gaul. What's this? Is that a settler for me? I think it is, you know. I think Rome against Gaul is something I could very much get on board with. Who don't you like? You're allied to Poland and Hungary. Interesting. Hungary? Do you want to just... No? Okay, so if we declare war on Gaul, Hungary will join in, which isn't very good. However, we can protect ourselves against Poland by signing this friendship. And maybe if we join in on a war, maybe I won't get declared war on? No, I will, because I declared the war. Yeah, that's fair. Fine, let's just embrace the chaos and we're going to just go one by one through everyone and get somebody in on every war we can. The world shall be plunged into chaos. Germany's in on Hungary. That's a big distraction. Well, 3 settler, which I could settle there, but would do me nothing. Good to know. Actually, this archer, I'm just going to keep in flower power just on the off chance that Hungary has a navy or throws city units at me. They could do. I don't know what's going to happen here. Yeah, this is going to be a nightmare. Moving all my units through here, like Spanish builders, German warriors, like please move. Portugal, honored to meet you. You want to be my friend, right? No. Oh well, there's a lot of people are going to denounce me now, but look, I had to claim the settler, all right? I'm just going to move the settler down now. We'll do something cool with it. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Clint Hennis, The Nickerman, Daddy Bear Todd, Toon General, Civilized, Capo Yobby Virani, The Uncivil Engineer, Lillian, Radiatore, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Indigenous 68, Technology Poet, Teddy Zursa, Saph, Barnaby Rex, Charlie Bears, Flying Dutch Burbs, Nate the Great, Alex Frost, Mean Penguin, Interplanet Janet, Frankincense Battlezord, Bukaluke 79, Bob Loblaw, Geography Teacher, Juvara, Hal Carnassus, Morax, Sinikush, Echobear, Deja Vu, Kovuwu, Legally Trash, Is This Live, Twin Cam Inferno, Martin S, Minnow, Sorted Dutch, Rad Bickley, Shadow of Gaia, Flower Power Bear, Poppy Dude, Dan Jamo. Thank you everyone for your support. Goodbye!